Hi, this is Eric Turnipseed, the Director of Channel Sales for RedHorse Systems. This brief overview is going to look at RedHorse CRM's built-in quoting module. Now, this is part of RedHorse CRM Complete, which has quoting built in, customer service ticketing, project management, lead management. But for this video, we're going to focus and look at quoting. We don't have time to cover it all, but we're going to cover some of the highlights of quoting. So if I go and do a search for a contact record, I can go to the quotes tab and see all the quotes that we have sent Dylan in our interactions with him. And from here, I can go to the company record to see, so this shows me all the quotes we've sent to Dylan. I can also go to the company record and see all the quotes we've sent to Cantata Solutions. It just happens to be the same number. But if there are other contacts associated with that account, they may have quotes that are specific to them. So from here, I can open this quote. I can see this quote close date was expected on May 30th. So if I click on the number, it opens me into RedHorse's quoting tool. Now, again, it's a brief overview, so we'll go quick. You have different fields of information you can store about the quote. The top half of the screen here can be totally customized. You can certainly put whatever fields you want to see up here. The items list, now you have a complete parts catalog built in, or you can go and add and pick from one of your parts that you have in here. Now this can be imported in, or you can import parts from QuickBooks because RedHorse integrates with QuickBooks. So once you have your parts in here, you can easily pick them. You can add notes, you can do subtotals, you can move things around and get the quote exactly the way you want it. You're able to track all the pending activities relative to this quote. You have a history tab that tracks all the interactions back and forth relative to this quote. You have a notes tab, you can type detailed notes. You have an issues tab where you can keep track of pending issues, and as they get resolved, they get moved down to the resolved area. You can do a survey, Q&A basically, where you can capture information from the person and store that information in RedHorse. You can see whether or not this quote came from a lead and go right back to that lead number and look at more information regarding the lead. You have a custom tab. You can create custom field views and custom fields of whatever you would like to track. You can use almost any SQL data type in your custom fields, and RedHorse gives you a screen designer to build those screens. You can associate all the contacts that are part of this quote. So you can see I'm dealing with a vendor, I'm also dealing with a customer, another vendor, and a financial services company, probably where we process the credit card transaction for this order. We can see any docs that have been sent to the customer, and I can open this up to see what we sent them. And this is an example of a RedHorse merge document. So this was built using RedHorse's merge tool, and it created me a nice PDF file that I could email to the customer. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. We have workflow in here where we can attach workflow that automatically does things for us in the system. We also have a compliance tab where we can keep track of maybe documents or steps in the process that need to be completed in a specific order. And we can track when they were sent, when they were received, how many pages they're involved. So again, once I get my quote the way I want it by adding in parts or comments or notes, putting in my quantities and discounts if I have any, I can go and now create that report to send to the customer. So right from the reports tab, I can pick I have the choice of picking a Microsoft Word merge file or a RedHorse merge file, or I can use a SQL report using SQL reporting services. But for this demo, I'm just going to show you the merge document, and with that selected, I have the ability to view it, I can print it, I can PDF it, or I can email it. So I'm going to choose email. So what that's going to do is put the quote together, convert it into a PDF, attach it to an email composing window for me, and get me to that email window to finish off and send out my email. I also can pick a template if I so choose to send, so I can have it predetermined to put in the quote number and information about the quote from my email. And you can see here's my attachment. I can open that up. And of course, this could be anything you want it to be, any color. You have full HTML controls in the RedHorse merge editor to create whatever you'd like. And now I can quickly fire this off and send that to the client. I have the ability to schedule a follow-up right from here, and I can now track that quote. Once that quote is sold, I can sell that quote, and that could feed into RedHorse's project management, and I can now start tracking that project in RedHorse. It could also throw that quote into an invoice to be sent over to QuickBooks, so I would not have to rekey any of the items. That would just push this out into QuickBooks as an invoice and then mark this quote as sold. So that's just a quick overview, certainly not everything that quoting can do, but a quick overview of the built-in quoting tool. No third-party products needed for this. You can do it right from within RedHorse and power your business. Thank you.